Bam, bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Shout out to everybody here on this beautiful, beautiful Monday. It's another beautiful day to be alive. Did you work out today? I did. I worked out hard. My hardest workout is Monday. I talk about that every single Monday. I do the hardest workout ever. I was a little hot today after the workout. Was about to put on the, actually, let me put on my suit jacket. I forgot my suit jacket in my haste this morning. But I was just spicy hot. I really was just spicy hot, everybody. And when you're spicy hot, a jacket just doesn't seem to be the move after a hard workout. But we'll put the jacket on for the new people coming on in. Shout out to everybody here, a little pocket square action so you can see what it's like. Shout out to everybody here. Forgot the jacket. Shout out to Juice World in the house. God bless you, man. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Make sure my pocket square isn't too messed up there. And let's move it into the live stream. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We got rid of the ticker. We asked you guys. You guys said you didn't like it. The ticker's dead, man. It's over. It took us a while to implement, but we eventually got it going. So let's take a look at what happened to Bitcoin. Let's bring back that music and keep it moving. Wow, it is spicy, though. I'm hot today, man. I'm going to have to open up a window. Bless all the lifers for the hardest working man on YouTube. Shout out to PS5, Future of Crypto NFA, man. I work out today, and yes, Mondays, the toughest, baby. Looking sharp. Thank you. In the house, baby. Looking tight, bro. Thank you. God bless you. Ticker was distracting. Big Worm. Thank you, Big Worm. God bless you for saying that. And we're going to clean up this bottom area, too. I got to get a new slow. Jamie, let's work on the template. Let's get the template going by Friday. I know you guys have it ready. I just have to pull the trigger. You guys are waiting on me, and it's on me, and I'm ready to pull that trigger. I'm ready to do it. So, yeah, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Bit of a double top here for Bitcoin. 27.5 is resistance. Can't get back above it. There's that point of control there, see? On the 1 minute time frame. Can't seem to get above the POC. We get above it, we can moon. We stay below it, So we'll break that down. We'll talk about it like we do every day. I am sweating. The crypto legend. Shout out to Satoshi Love. Last night's stream was insane with the call. Love you, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Why did Elon stop talking about Dogecoin? Who knows, To the upside, Sammy. To the upside. To the upside. To the upside. All the way to the upside. I like the Irish. All the way to the upside. Slancha there. Ishkabaha. All the way to the upside. Let's break it down like we do every single day, man. So many people get burnt. Liquidity, a coin that I really talk about all the time. I bring up like till I was blue in the face. Liquidity over and over and over again. Saw this in the tight channel. I'm not sure I put it out because I draw a lot of stuff, but I was seeing this as a possible move. I took the base of this triangle. Bang, bang, bang. That thing basically almost hit the measured move off by like 3 or 4%. We're chilling underneath the Bollinger Bands in the 4 hour. It's weird. Not a good look. New week, new trade. Let's start. Shout out to everybody here on the live. And I did lose my trade last night for $140. Finally. Yes. I finally lost. And you know what? Before I went to bed, I told myself to pull the trigger because I knew I was going to be around to see what was going to happen. Dude, I think I have to take this off or implement a fan. I got to implement the fan. I am too hot, everybody. Too spicy. It's too spicy for me. So sorry. I have to get a fan going on myself. It is just, I'm sweltering. And it's like cool outside today. Let me open up the window. Let me get the fan going. It is just too much for the kid. I can't breathe out here. I can't breathe. I'm profusely sweating. It's insanity. Apologize, everybody. Where's the makeup artist girl with like the fan on me? She's like, wave him down, wave him down. We have a budget for that. I know we have a budget for that. But we know. Got to take an L once in a while to desensitize yourself to it. Lifer, take the jacket off, brother. Marv is cooking the lifer. I know. We do gains up or down. Lifer vision, bro. You didn't say that we could lose the PPC and go down last night's stream. You showed it. You did say that if we lost the PPC. Yeah, no, I basically said exactly how to trade the short. I just fell asleep. You know what I mean? You can't be at every trade every time. It's just not going to happen. I could have made it mitigated just to let everyone know. I could have stayed up, pumped more money, cross leverage, and got out with no loss. You don't have to lose. But I also wanted to go to bed. You know what I mean? I run a business that does very well every single day. And I got to keep it moving. So there's opportunity, cost, and loss, GHD up 110% today. One of the biggest gainers on MEXC. Pac-Man up 29. Amex, Swipe,
and DXGM, never heard of it. MITX, the one we like to trade there. Mobius. No, actually, yeah, we've traded MITX a few times, but a lot of kind of no-name coins here in the game on there, you know. Kenkai. Trying to see if there's anything I see here that I like to trade. Primal's interesting. Primal's been fun on and off. This Trump 2024 coin dumped. You know, be careful. Look at this, see? Don't trade these meme coins. Be careful. MicroTube looked interesting to me this morning, but I just don't like the candles. You know, see how those candles are just too flush? I don't like that. That's not my thing. This coin has been interesting. If you remember, we put it in this consolidation, and it went from like July all the way to September sideways. For 2 months, it went sideways. Eventually got the pop, but it shows that, I don't know, people aren't trying to sell this off. Something's going on with Aragon. Either it's being held by VCs, they're propping the price. Like, they wouldn't let this thing go below 384. So it's looking like it's going to continue to the upside on the daily. It just may take forever. The last time it did take forever, so it may just take too long. All right. Eyes on Bitcoin. I bought up the dips of Caspa and Hello when it dropped 11%. Dude, Caspa and Hello had huge moves to the upside. Let's look at Ben coin real quick. Someone said Ben had a nice pump to the upside. It did. Look at that. Huge spike to the upside. Big buy, but it basically kind of bottomed out here. I still own my Ben coin. We'll see what happens. It's starting to round on out. Rounded bottoms do pay the bills. It's the lowest it's ever been. But we're in a bear market. Things are building. Anything can happen, and it could go to zero. You never know. I'm open-minded. It's a speculative investment, of course. All right. But there's your rounded bottom, slowly getting a move. Let's get to look at BTC like we do every single day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So we could build this together, or we could, you know, I could show you what I went through earlier this morning already. So we talked about a reversal recovery here on the 1 minute time frame. Suggested that we could get up to the 200 SMA from the reversal, and that is, see, that's it right there. It did it twice. It did it once, came back down, did it again. Then it got above the 200. That's a bullish sign for the reversal. All right, but now look, we have a resistance for Bitcoin right here at 27,575. If we can't break back above that, expect more downside. So I'm going to delete everything and do what I do every single day here because it's just how I rock a Monday. For all the new people here on the channel, God bless you. Thank you for jumping on in. My name is Samuel James Price. Grew up in Boston, Mass. Got into cryptocurrency in 2016. I learned about Ethereum when it was $9. People showed me CoinMarketCap. That's how it all started for me. I was shown CoinMarketCap. They told me a little bit about Bitcoin, but I mainly learned about Ethereum. Then I found out what Bitcoin was, the halving. And when around $350, I started researching Bitcoin heavily. I was late to the party. Ethereum would go to $89, and I didn't buy at $9. So I knew about Ethereum at $9 and watched it go to $89, and I was kicking myself. Absolutely kicking myself. My first Ethereum was bought at $89. I bought Ethereum at $89. That was the first time I would ever purchase Ethereum. I would buy Litecoin at $5. I would walk around my office in 2016, 2015, telling everybody about Litecoin. Back then, Coinbase only had 3 coins on the app. It had Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And Ethereum, it did a 10x. Bitcoin, it went from 300 to 3,000. And I saw Litecoin sitting there at $5. No one knew about it. I said, guys, the last 2 coins in this app went up huge. I said, this coin's likely to go up huge. You know what I mean? Tagged you on Twitter that they dumped ETH into Uniswap. FUD all over. Yeah, someone's talking about some weird ETH FUD. You know, Bitcoin to test the VWAP and then dump to 26.9. We'll see how that plays. Shout out to KV. We need to learn that cross leverage. Next class is booked. I bought up the dips of Casper and Hello when it dropped 11%. I got a full node wallet since banks aren't trustworthy. Amen. Amen. Dude, I keep most of my net worth in BTC. I do not trust the banking system. I was lucky to get in early and to understand what was happening. If you got in when I got in, you basically have no worries for the rest of your life. Like, sad to say, but that's the facts, right? And it's just kind of how it is. And if you're frugal like me and you know what you have, you're even better off. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not trying to be rude. I could easily afford a $100,000 car, $150,000 car. I don't drive one. That leaves me as a mark. Driving down the street. Oh, look at that guy. You know what I mean? I know there's people with less money than me driving nicer cars. Don't do things for other people. Do things for yourself and for your family. My dad was that way. My dad had dough on the low. and he drove an old van with holes in it. My dad was funny, man. You would never know what my dad had on the low. Like, my dad was slick. You know what I mean? He never cared about the Joneses. He never cared what anyone else thought about him. He knew what he had. He knew what he had. He knew what he was. And that's all that mattered, man. You don't know it? Get that bulletproof Suburban. Amen, right? That's what it is. Moving back to Mass. Board type Crow coming back home, baby. To the cold weather, too, man. Come on. You should stay in Florida at least until March. Yeah. Anyway, Bitcoin weekly resistance was kept. That we weren't able to get back above it. 28.8 was held as resistance. We couldn't, and you short the weekly resistance. So we're likely to come back down to find support at 26,500. That's your next weekly. And then right here, if we can stop in the middle at 27,090. So if we lose 27.90, which we did wick to there, pretty close. All right. And remember that 27,200 on the daily and the 4-hour, we're going to break that down for you as well. So we must flip this area here to remain bullish. That's a bearish sign if we can't get above 28,100. All right. Always zoom out, take a deep breath, look at the charts. The daily, the 3-day getting overbought on the stochastics. Lack of momentum on the MACD, turning on the RSI. Okay. Please check Bitcoin Cash. We will. Waiting patiently for lower prices later this year. Michael Cash, man. That was wisdom. Do you think GFL will dip? I'm hoping for it to dip so I can scoop some. You never know. I don't know. I don't think, man. Yes, preach, brother. I have 2 new cars, but not rarest. I might, though. Just one. I bought more Caspa today. My man, grabbing up the Caspa. LLJP. Long live Jimmy Price. God bless you. Lifer Adam. And there's my dad, man. My dad. God bless my father. He passed away May 2nd. It was basically May 1st, but then he died. They called him dead at 1:45 in the morning while I held his hand. My story's pretty vicious. My dad had a heart attack, vicious heart attack, and then he was airlifted to the hospital. I can talk about it without crying now. I've really managed my grief, man. I can handle it like a man, And I rushed to the hospital. I was the first one there. My sisters were in New York City. My mother was in the Cape. All of them were like 3 to 4 or 5 hours away. And so I had to sit in the hospital room for about 11 hours with my dad's body. It's 8 hours with my dad's body, but 3 hours waiting outside, pacing up and down the road, waiting to hear what they were going to tell me about my dad. And I went there, I grabbed his hand, I wiped, I patted his head. I walked to the window, I grabbed his hand, I said goodbye 100 times. You know how many times you could say goodbye, and then you're sitting there and you're like, this would be the last time I hold my dad's hand. Like, even though he's dead, this would be the last time I hold his hand. And I held his hand like so many times, and it was like, at one point, you can't hold your hand anymore, At one point, you can't hold his hand anymore. And it's gone. Like, you'll never feel the shake of your dad, like the strong shake of your father, like that's gone. And it was just like to be in that room for so long and to have so many chances to say goodbye. And then eventually just realize like there was going to be one last time where that was going to be it. And that was, that's kind of, that's my story. And ever since then, my life has just been kind of a whirlwind. My whole family, we're just picking up the pieces, making sense of what happened so fast, and it's crazy. Sorry for your loss, boss. Lost mine at 15 and took care of my family since 25 now. I know, right? You've been grinding. See? Every time I share my story, I hear an even tougher story. So, my dad always said, sit at a table, put all your problems in the middle, and then see if anyone wants to take each other's, and you'll grab your problems right back. Because you'll see other people, you're like, I don't want any of those problems. Like, everyone has a unique life with different issues. Anyway, so let's break it down. You got yourself a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So we have a higher probability that this is going to break down to where it began at 26,000. That's the highest probability. All right. We do have support or resistance that could hold us down. We have some areas to watch, and that could hold us, right? Lost my brother, so I feel you. Shout out to Crypto Plumber. Lost my first child 3 years ago when he was 6 months old. I can't believe that. See, I share my pain, and the pain other people have is 10 times worse. Like, I lost my dad at 76 of a heart attack. Like, you know, I had my dad for 40 years. You lost your kid at 3 years ago for 6 months, man. We love you, Sam. I held my dying grandma's hand for 2 straight hours until she took her last breath, and I couldn't let go. Just didn't want to be the time I touched her soft skin. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, man. You'll come to terms in time, Arthur. Don't listen, but learn. If you still have your parents, tell them you love them today. When you miss your father, then you discover how good your father is. Amen. 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 Lost my pops at 17. So sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. So rising wedge on the 3-day getting overbought on the stochastics, RSI turning. We're getting some, indicators are telling us we're getting a bit of an issue here. All right. A bit of an issue for the indicators. Not a good look so far. Let's move forward to the daily time frame. The daily also a bit overbought. Didn't cross the dotted line yet. Could still get a move. All right. And this is where we bring in this support and resistance here at 27.2. We lose 27.2. We are dropping quickly down at 26,580. We lose that. We're dropping to the POC here at 26,077. And then we'll go from there. So we have 2 big levels to watch for Bitcoin. The daily not looking good. The 22 also could be rolling over here. See that? That's a rollover. Now we did get bought back up. We're going to talk about that divergence that we caught this morning, and we're going to break it down. So this is the bigger rising wedge that I got drawn. And to be honest, I mean, you lost it, right? That's that you lost the wedge. What are you trying to do? I guess we could do this. Fine. That last little thing helps you out. Saves the day. But if we do this, I just want to be pretty regiment. I mean, that's still a trend line that we were bouncing off of when we lost it there. So here's the deal for Bitcoin. We have this major support at 27,250. If that does not hold, we will drop to the downside, And I guess, now you could almost say we're forming. I mean, this is it right here. This is what we got going on. Do we bounce back to the top of the channel? Look at the Bart Simpson pattern. It was a Bart Simpson all along, just waiting to dump on us. Gap in the VRVP. Last night was kind of a simple short in a way, right? Because this went sideways. You had a shoulder head. You had a right shoulder. This was almost a shoulder head. There's 3 humps there. And then when you curve down and the Stokes, when you lose a POC and the Stokes curve down, I mean, it's a simple short. Look, there was lack of bullish momentum. So you had no bullish momentum at all. See that? That's what you use the MACD for. The same way you open up a long when you have lack of bearish momentum. Open up a short when you have lack of bullish momentum. So you turned here. You lost the POC. Beautiful short. Right to support. I mean, and look, you could see that the area on the VRVP told you the next area to sell out of the short was 27.5. Pretty interesting if you think about it, right? Now, the 1 hour wants to get a bounce to the upside. This is the lowest the RSI has been on the 1 hour in a long time. So I do expect a bounce here for Bitcoin. Could go jagged and wag, but I expect to move back up here to about 27,890. All right, just because it's likely to bounce. That's just what happens. And you investigate if we got a bullish divergence, and we got one on the 5-minute, on the 15, which is strong. Like, it's really strong bullish div. When's the last time the 15 got this low? Just humor yourself, And you see it was right here in a massive dump. So it takes a pretty good liquidation to get the RSI below the dotted line. And both times, right there, we got a bump. Right there, we got a bit of a bump. Didn't go below the dotted line, though. See? It doesn't always go below. Right there, we did. Every time it got below the dotted line, we would get a pretty nice move back to the upside. So nothing's a guarantee in trading. It's a possibility. You guys just made that? Yeah. Let me see. Look what my girls just made. Because they're home from school. The green screen doesn't... Oh, that's so cool, guys. Oh, the green disappears. It's got a green face. That's so cool. It's got a green face. Wait, if I put it in... Oh, my God. This will bug people out. Look at Sammy in the charts. Oh, my God. I should do this for Halloween and be the Invisible Man. Right? You're so... Oh, that dress is so beautiful, Summer. That dress is so beautiful with the pearls in the pockets.
Nyla, don't go through Daddy's.
Can I have a hug? I miss you. Here, baby. Where's my other baby? Can I have another hug from my other baby? Can I have another hug from my other baby? Can I have a hug? Quick, the show's going. I need to go on with the show. Nyla, I need a hug, baby. Nyla, I need a hug, quick. Come. Come. Don't play with my trapper keeper, please. Actually, hand me that trapper keeper. I want to talk about it. I got a trapper keeper to keep my life together. Remember trapper keepers? We had these when we were kids in the 80s and the 90s. These were hot. They might have come out in like 1990. I don't even know. But look, it matches the live stream. You know what I mean? So when I saw it, I had to grab it, man. It was that retro. Man, having kids, I'm in the best part of my life right now. So look, beautiful divergence here for Bitcoin. Likely going to get a move back to the upside. 15-minute is overbought. Wait for the 15-minute to come back down again. So you're looking for flags on the smaller time frames for entry. That's how I rock it. But look, this could go sideways and then continue to the upside. There's your cup and handle. You're basically looking for a somewhat of a cup and handle here, and then a move back up to the 200 SMA, right? It's that same thing we do on the smaller time frame on a bigger time frame, right? So likely reversal for Bitcoin. It may even do something like this in pump. And just, I would trade the 1 hour back to the upside, stop loss below here, see if I can catch it, you know what I mean? And go for the, go for the divergence back to the upside here. So that's what I'm looking for, is a reversal for Bitcoin. Again, nothing is guaranteed. If we can't get back above key resistance at basically 25,550, let's take a look at where it is on the smaller time frame. So as you can see, I'm calling a reversal for Bitcoin. We get above this point of control, we're gone too. So just watch that POC on the 7. If we can't get above this POC and we end up slumping, then look for sideways price action. Look for the 15-minute or the 1 hour to reset, and then look for a dumpage. Okay? So nothing's guaranteed, but I'm just kind of preparing you. It's also False Move Monday. Remember that. Also, it's a banking holiday. It affects the Forex market and kind of the rest of the, it affects the all of the stock market in a way. I think people will get bearish on it and will absolutely rip and leave everyone in the dust. What, my love? No, not right now. All right. We'll find a nice place together, okay, honey? So it doesn't get ruined. Kids are home, baby. Kids are home. So I'm looking for this flag to fall out, looking for the 7-minute to reset, looking for the 21 to touch action, and look for price to kind of stay back above this resistance here at 27.45. Okay? We have ourselves in right there. We got a little bar, which is likely to suck price up right to there. This wick did not touch that wick. Boom. All right. So this is something that I'm looking at, and I just like the VRVP all the way back up to this level at 27.8. We made a smooth move down. They can go get us right back to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin, but anything is possible. All right. I wait for basically the Stokes to reset if I can on the 7-minute. If they can do that, sit inside this flag, we're good to go. All right. So I'll watch this point of control, the 7 on the local time frames. And I'd love to see us get back above 27.571, and then we can moon back up. So I'm looking for a reversal because there's a very strong divergence for Bitcoin. Usually you don't get one this strong on the 5-minute or the 15 or the 7. It's a very strong divergence. Telling you there's a lot of buy pressure to the upside for Bitcoin. Remember, there's a lot of people on the sidelines loading up. They're starting to get ready for their 2-3 year holds. Everyone is starting to pay attention. You got the halving coming up. It's a game of musical chairs, and the chairs are starting to disappear. It's only a matter of time, and then people are not going to be able to get down. All right. So, unbelievable move. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. All right. Go to Coin Market Cap. So, that's Bitcoin. I don't have nothing really else to talk about. I show how to play it long, show you how to play it short, show you the key levels if we look at and where I would take money if we did go down. And I am calling a reversal right now. All right. Creditors could get all their money back if this one thing happens. Wow. Just some news there. Remember, we went over that, though, on FTX. That was like that news. Free on Green Index is sitting at neutral at 45. All right. Funny. I like light mode on CoinMarketCap for whatever reason, not dark mode, but whatever. I just been on light mode on CoinMarketCap for so long. Why am I doing this? Well, I hit the 24 hours, and I want to see strong coins. DYDX is strong compared to Bitcoin, right? It went up in the last 24 hours. It went up in the last hour. USDC, and then all stable coins, kind of people rushed into stable coins. Stable coins are up. Quant holding 87. Quant's been interesting. It might make a move soon Frac share has been interesting too, but not up a lot, right? And then you look at what's up in the last hour. It's just a key trick to see what's strong in the market. TON's been strong at $2. Trust Wallet's been strong at 96 cents. I do see a possible short for Trust Wallet, but it's been interestingly strong. Maker has been strong too as well. Clayton, ApeCoin, Render has been strong. CFX back in the mix. So some coins are up in the last hour. DYDX and TON. All right. And sometimes it could be that simple, really, just scanning coins. You have to just, eventually, if you'll get good at scanning coins, it'll become something that you do. You'll have tips, tricks, and ideas of how to find the best coins at the best prices at the best times. All right. This is what we teach you guys here in the channel. So look, we're watching this TON. We can see that it came up, hit a beautiful high of 292, came down for a low at 97, quadruple sevens, came back up. And it's just consolidating. You can see it's kind of forming some type of consolidation. The daily actually showing signs that it could bounce from where it's at out of this cup and handle. So we got ourselves a bit of a handle here. We got a Fibonacci. We got the 200 SMA waiting for price action. Looks like we may roll over and come down. And we got some support and resistance kind of spot on with that 0.5 fib there. We lose that. We come to the 706 Fibonacci. We got a gap of the VRVP. Looks like things could go, I almost wanted to negate this dippage and feel like it dipped out and dipped back inside. It's kind of a funny thing I was looking at, but it's just a strange pattern. Of all the patterns I've seen in my life, it's awkward. So my subconscious mind is trying to make sense of it. That's why it looks like we'll come back down to the 706. That would make sense. And if this can consolidate, then a bigger move coming. See, I like to I enjoy planning out the trade way before it happens. That's my goal. That's what I do. What I does. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. 607 people, 236 likes. Maybe get the likes up to the watchers. It's okay. I was targeted to class as well. Told you yesterday on stream, fake pump the dump happened exactly as predicted. Haltopia need to come back and hop on. He's live this morning, Monday. Clients all freaking funny. God bless everybody here on the live. Mara Riot Coin holding strong despite the sell-off. Funny. Bert Blown. I told you yesterday on the stream, fake pump. Yeah. You know how many days? I've live streamed 1,000 days. You know how many days I've called things out? You know what I mean? Probably like 800. I told you about, funny. It gets old. No, I appreciate it though. Thank you. I'm just saying, I don't know. Anyway. Quant will absolutely go crazy. Check the chart. False move Monday. Algo or HBAR, folks. Which one? First to $1. Neither. Sam, Bitcoin, 138 one day. We had a spike on Binance. You already in June. A few seconds. You could check in CoinDesk. This info. Sam, Bitcoin to 138,000. One day we had a spike on Binance. US already in June for a few seconds. You can check in CoinDesk. This info, it will go up again. Interesting. If you're new to crypto, get a private session tutoring. It'll get you ready for the next few years to educate yourself. Sam will help you. I did it years ago. Invaluable. Changed my life for the better. So years ago, thank you, Rough Styles. I appreciate you for saying that. He took a one-on-one. He's just saying you it's amazing. And Sam, check out Bitcoin Dominance moving higher. The 99 is an ecosystem of some of the most brilliant traders in the space. It's a place for you to get the education you deserve and gain an edge in the market. It's true. This man worked so hard for us. Smashed the like button. Shot a lot more crypto. Exactly as predicted. Fake pump. Fake dumb. You're funny. Sam, bro, Casper to $10. This bull run melting faces. I have a bag of it, so that would be amazing. If Casper gets listed on Binance, Kraken, or Coinbase, it's hitting $1. Oh, Casper could definitely hit a bean. You know what I mean? I see a 30x for Casper. 50x, some people are saying it might be a little much. I see a 30x, though, coming for Casper. Thank you. Man, they deliver my dry cleaning to the house. You know what I mean? You can't beat that. Moonboy Hopium. Yeah, I just do one day at a time, man. Big old gap of the DXY below us on the 15-minute time frame. Interesting. So just remind yourself of Tone Coin. What I do is I have tons of alerts. See, the problem, let me break something down for you. This is your mind. You have a left brain, you have a right brain, you have the prefrontal cortex, right? You have the pineal gland in the middle, which this is why we put the lemon into the water, which we skipped today. I don't know why. Oh, man, I got lemon all over my suit. I got to dry clean myself. The guys always like, why do you got lemon all over yourself every time? I'm like, because I'm a lemon water guy. Let's take a big sip of lemon water. Stay hydrated. I worked out so hard today. It was out of control. Sweating profusely, feeling the love for my own body. And you know what? I work out not for me, for my kids too and my wife. You have a right as a husband to be in shape for your wife and kids. If you're overweight and your heart's not in shape, you could have a heart attack and then your family, you won't be there for your family, you know? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay. Bonds and DXY falling. Good for the market. Yeah. Why did I even hit this dude? 6 subscribers. I somehow ended up in this. So crazy. Anyway. Yeah, so you expect a pullback. The 7-minute wants to break you down. So the 7 minutes going to come down and pull back. You want to see a handle here on this cup and handle. You just don't want to make this low. And then we get the reversal. Join the 99 to change your life. True, good health is the most important thing. Yeah, I want to join your trading group, but it's not a site where there's like one button you push and you're in. You can explain. Thank you, buddy. God bless. I mean, go to cryptolifer.com, right? If I can spell my own website. Go to cryptolifer.com and hit join today. Make it really simple, man. That's really simple for yourself, all right? And then you just got to make sure you have a Discord, you know? Bill interval, choose your option, monthly billing, 3-month or yearly, and hit join today. Powered by Stripe, man. We make it really simple. Then you get yourself a Discord name and you're in there, man. So monthly membership to the crypto Discord server, a recurring subscription you may cancel at any time in your cryptolifer.com account settings. No hidden fees, man. It's all here for you. We make it simple. Jump on in today. All right. I hope that answered your question nicely. I scalp trade and deposit winnings into cash at the right buy time. That's a smart move. I like it. That's what I've been talking about. MTC oils and clarified butter. The last one is bullish for sure. Yeah, what is clarified butter? See, now you got me on something. I know the MCT oils are the bomb. Where do you get the best MCT oils, though? Clarified butter, a type of oil made from butter. Clarified butter is a butter in which all milk solids have been removed. The result is clear yellow butter that could be heated into high temperatures burning. Typically, produced by melting butter and allowing the components to separate by density. Learn how to make clarified butter, an easy process that removes the water and the milk solids from whole butter. Clarified butter has more concentrated, rich flavor, lasts longer in the refrigerator, and has high smoker point for cooking. Interesting. I'd never heard of clarified butter in my life. See this? I learn about something new every single day on this channel, and you will too if you keep coming back every single day. I'm into the MCT oils, though, all day long. You know? They're amazing. Really, really good for you. A supplement made from the type of fat chain triglycerides, which are smaller than chain, making them easier to digest and absorb in the bloodstream. MCT oil can be used for quick energy source, support weight loss, fight bacterial growth, and aid in managing certain neurological conditions. It's sourced from coconut oil or palm kernel oil. You don't want that palm, you want that coconut. MCT2s are also found in other, such as dairy products. MCT oil gained popularity as a supplement due to the rise of ketonic diet and the influx of research and its benefits of coconut oil, right? So, oil pulling too, man. I was into oil pulling. It takes a lot of toxins out through your mouth, right? Anyway, so that's Bitcoin. We're watching it in a nutshell here on the smaller time frame. 7 minute, 1 minute, right? Cup and handle, waiting for the reversal. You know what I mean? That's what we're waiting for Bitcoin. Sammy, I will tell you one thing only. Real virgin olive oil. Oh, yeah, no. Virgin olive oil is the best. It has the it has the polyphenols. Yep, the polyphenols, and you could put it on any food. Like, you just drizzle it on any food, and it makes that food better for you. Seriously. Why do you think the Mediterranean diet, they last so long? A lot of olive oil, man. Seriously. Fresh coconut Pondillard. Okay. Moringa is also good. Yeah, moringa. Graviola tea and Honduran sea moss will change your health game. Dude, everyone talks about that sea moss, man. I used to try and catch the hot coin and look at 20 coins. I focus on 3 now, and my trading is on another level. I figure myself with 3 charts and can recognize the moves ahead. Exactly. Lion's mane for the brain. Only cold pressed olive oil. Amen. That cold press, baby. I'm with you on that. You want to heat it up, manipulate it. So if Bitcoin can't get back above 27,573, we will struggle. That has to be a level we get back above. Seeing somewhat of a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder there, kind of messy, bit of a double bottom. Mix olive oil with some apple cider vinegar and dip your nicely baked bread there. Really? Sea moss is the real deal. But what type of sea moss do you get? This is the problem. You find something really healthy, and then a 1,000 companies have clearly stolen it. Wild-crafted sea moss gel, organic Irish raw sea moss. I'm Irish. I could eat the Irish sea moss. Sea moss is also known as Irish moss or red seaweed. It is a type of seaweed that grows year-round in tide pools and inlets. It's commonly harvested in New England to extract carnarvon, a gelatinous carbonate used in baked goods and cosmetics. But sea moss can also be eaten on its own, and it's often used to thicken soups and stews. I could go get it myself right out of the water. Helps Parkinson's disease. Wow. Vitamin B12, magnesium, and zinc. And magnesium is really good for you. Although Irish moss offers many health, it can improve your body's offer. Under certain circumstances, it can be converted into degraded carnarvon or polygon, which is known to be toxic. It may cause several health problems. There's no scientific evidence to show that your body can convert carnarvon to polygon, but some seaweed can contain polygon naturally. It may cause intestinal inflammation. Stomach ulcers may lead to stomach bowel cancer. Yikes. No more than 150 micrograms of iodine daily. Since Irish moss is rich in iodine, iodine's good too, especially if there was a nuclear fallout. Taking iodine pills helps push out, it basically can get toxins out of your body. Anyway, that's all. Should have iodine pills at the house. God forbid we ever get hit with a nuke or something like that. You know what I mean? You can survive nuclear fallout. You just have to cover all the windows, stay in the basement for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and make sure you have iodine. And, again, I'm not a scientist, but I've been studying these things for years. How to survive nuclear fallout in an urban situation, all that. There's a bunch of books like Urban Warfare, like all that. You can prepare yourself just in case. You never know. You never know. Potassium iodide, that's what he's talking about right there. Yeah. Proper Dijon mustard, olive oil, and apple cider vinegar makes a nice dressing for salad. French classic. Amazing. I make milk kefir so good, better than yogurt. Yeah, they got kefir at the store yesterday I was at. The type of sea moss only grows in cold water, so Atlantic Irish sea moss is the best. I just started reading Blackout Pepper books. Anyway, let's get back in. I didn't know this was a health class. I thought I was doing a live stream about cryptocurrency. It is a Monday, though, where a lot of people are off. A lot of people are home today. Who's here home? Who here has the kids home? CMOS sounds like programming language. Yeah, it's CMOS. Yeah, it's funny. Who here's home alone? Who's here home? The kids are home. It's a little more laid back day for you. That's what it is. It feels like a Sunday here in my house. Leaves are already starting to fall all over the yard. You know what I mean? I just started reading Blackout. Purple CMOS is the truth. Strong back. LOL. Natural way is the way to go. God gave us everything we need. No kids at home. It feels great. God bless you. Grace protocol. Little brothers are home from school. Yep. Kids on fall break. I stay home with baby full time. Dad and trader Terpene Hunter. That's awesome. I'm off to store. Ask them about BTC oil. You're funny. What's the holiday? Fall break for my boys. You guys get a fall break already? I'm street sweeping the streets of Chicago, listening to you like I do every day. God bless the lifer in the 99. I'm in a street sweeper right now. Like someone's watching the street sweeper go by and my voice is in there. It just fascinated me. You know what I mean? You know my mom when it comes to the holistic ways. Don't listen to these websites. Yep. CMOS gave me a kidney stones after 2 years. See? God will take my goals, homeschooling my kids and growing my vegetables. Amen. At the beach. Dude, where do you live, Lotmo? I wish I was at the beach. But I'll be in Florida in 10 days. Shout out to anyone in St. Pete's, Clearwater. Let's get a meetup in St. Pete's, Clearwater, Florida. Let's do it. A lifer meetup. Madeira Beach meetup. My extra room was mining, now turned into a trading room. I love it. Here with my daughter because she is sick. No days off in school in Miami-Dade. Okay. I'm home alone. Marv is in the streets. Listen every day as well as I'm a service technician. Is Loom a good one, please? Loom looks good. It's getting a bit of a buzz. Loom could pump nicely today. Listen every day while I deliver pet food. Funny. That's me, Clearwater, Kenneth Smith. Okay. Let's do it, baby. Let's move over to MakerDAO. I talked about it breaking out, hitting this measured move. It did it. But then it made a bearish div, right? Which said it could pull back. It did that. But then, but is holding the previous support and resistance now. chance it could continue in a parabolic way here. But you're looking for this to kind of consolidate inside an ascending triangle. See, certain patterns show up at certain times. And if you've watched price action as long as I have, eventually you just get to know how price moves. And not everything is guaranteed, and there could be black swans and crazy moves, but for the most part, price moves in the same way over time. Most assets recover similarly because people buy into them the same way. It's the human emotion that's moving the chart, and we haven't changed our emotions. We're pretty, predictable in the way we act, right? That's why they are able to move the stock market as easily as they can, because they know how people react. Their emotions are predictable. You can get people to do things by using their emotions. Simple. All right. Yeah. Let me know the time and the address, and you know I'm there. Jamal Antonio. Yeah. I'm better living through chemistry preservatives. Aren't that bad kind of guy? Potassium iodine is not natural, but it could save your life. That's just one example of human-made stuff. That's okay. Amen. CMOS helps prevent kidney stones. Yeah, need a break. Funny. Okay. So MakerDAO, something interesting to me. Looks like it may go sideways for maybe a week or two before a next big pump up to 2,221. But it's looking interesting. Remember, when the halving comes, people are going to freak out. There was times to buy these coins on the low. Look, 570. Maker now has already doubled and tripled almost. That was a beautiful bowl of accumulation. We may get a pullback to the 200 SMA as well. Both of these could happen. Pull a fib too and be ready for that pullback. But the daily, says it got some legs. Look at the 3-day. Yeah, 3-day says no way too. But the 21's not that far away on the bigger time frame. 22 looks interesting too, like it may go sideways. So I would watch this and see if it can stay above 1379. If it kind of goes up and down and goes sideways and we don't go back below 1379 for the next week, it's likely this thing's consolidating for a big move. There's rumors about Binance collapsing. Please comment on this. I don't think so. Binance has just opened up offices in Hong Kong and other countries. They just got like a Finlandian, right? They just got a Finland, I believe, license. They got a license in Poland too. Correct me if I'm wrong, in Poland. So I don't know. I mean, Binance is doing damage. All right. So far we hit the 21. Now we can make this flag. Watch for the 7-minute to round on out on these stochastics. Keep a higher low, and then we can kind of make our move on out of here to the 200 SMA, to this little gap here too, and all the way up to this fair value gap on the VRVP. Can you have a look at Kuji Sam? Send in a super chat for TA and deep dives. I'd greatly appreciate that. All right, if you want me to go over a coin or talk about something. Let's go over the fan funding that we've seen today. Welcome to the exclusive membership. Sport Type Crow became a member. Thank you for jumping on in. TRB, please, and thank you from Step Pepper. Let's take a look at TRB from my man Step Pepper for 333. And that is TRB Teller, right? It's on KuCoin. We can't find it on MEXC, but they do have a perpetual on MEXC, right? If I remember correctly. So you can trade the perpetual. So the last time we saw it, I felt like it had hit its high and it was going to come down because there was a bearish dip. That's been the case, right? And so it has. And then I have a Fibonacci pulled. I'll do this all for you again, just to kind of make you feel warm and cuddly inside. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart needs to move, continue to the downside. It's too far away from the 21-day moving average. So to me, it can either hold this support or resistance and go sideways till the 21 catches up to price, or it's going to come down. So you have two ideas here. You're either doing this or you're doing this. And this is my system. My system is based off what's called the Twisted Sister. I created this idea. And you'll either come down to the 21 or the 21 will come meet price. Because the 21 is so far away, you're likely to come down. All right? And I've made, it's funny, just based on how far the 21 is, I can figure out what shape we're going to make. But that took years of my brain to because my brain did this, and then one day your brain has epiphanies. And it's like, oh my God, I've been doing this for 5 years. Now I understand that where the 21's placement is can even help me predict more about price action. So you're looking for TRB to likely come back down to 30, unless it can hold this previous support or resistance level and go sideways. If that thing goes sideways and it resets on the stochastics, there's a chance you're going to get a massive move up for TRB. So, bigger time frames are important to pay attention to, get to know. I know that you can scalp on small time frames, but don't be shy of the bigger time frames. So I put an alert there. When that crosses, if we are still above this line, if this crosses in the next 9 days and we're still sideways, very likelihood that I can begin to get into a long up to 119. If we come back down, very likelihood I can get into a long at a divergence at the fib level 786 area. All right, so I know which areas I'd like to enter the trade. Here or here. These are key. Now, maybe it just moons and I miss it. It could happen. But this is where I plan on getting into the trade if it plays out in the way in which I plan it out. All your trades should be planned out way beforehand in your mind. You should have a I want this to happen this way. Please take a look at Wall Street memes. Maybe a poop coin, but it gives Pepe vibes. Thank you. Enjoying the trading group. Shout out to Sebastian Wins. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. God bless you, and thank you so much for the love. That's very nice of you. Can't believe people are that giving here every single day. $23 in chat revenue, 646 people on the live, 287 likes on this beautiful Columbus Day. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being here. Remember, if you're feeling anxiety or, life is feeling funny, you're living in fear. If you're living in fear, it means that's a fake emotion acting real. You think something's happening that's not actually happening. It's not a real emotion. It's just not. So you take a deep breath and you go, where am I? You're like, I'm in the present moment. What can you control? How you feel in the present. You can breathe. You can count your breath for 5 minutes. You can meditate. You can just stop and smell the roses. I'm telling you right now, having a lemon near you, just smelling a lemon can help you. I know you don't believe me, but a lemon is a natural poly, because you know why? Once it hits your nose realizes that there's something vibrant around. Something that grew from the earth with this. It will make you smile. Like a lemon. Close your eyes and smell your lemon right now if you have one. It'll make you smile. If you don't squeeze it all over yourself. You know what I mean? Don't squeeze the lemon like I did. All right? Freaking ridiculous. Anyway. My neighbor's dog was eating this thing all day. Get this. Oh, gross. Anyway, shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look at WSM. And again, I don't condone this. Very small coin. Wall Street memes on MEXC. And I mean, it got pounded to the ground. It gives you Pepe vibes. I don't know, man. It gives me just pump and dump vibes, man. I'm going to move on. I appreciate you. But I love you, but not today. All right. Not today, man. All right. I'd rather talk about CMOS than Wall Street. But Sebastian, we love you. And I don't mean to disrespect. We love you. And maybe you found a winner. And celebrate his first super chat, everybody. Thank you so much. I love it. Wow, that was creepy. I'm looking at what I was doing there. That was pretty creepy, huh? That was scary for the kids. Did all the kids get scared? That is creepy. That's pretty funny. Shout out to everybody here. We got an excellent connection. That's awesome. 298 likes. Thank you so much for keeping those likes pumping and running. It really is awesome when you guys do that, and I don't want to ask for it. I don't want to beg for it, but if I give you a good show and you appreciate what you're learning, jump on into that. Are you studying market caps? Are you going over the market cap of the coin that you like? Are you realistically asking yourself, can it do what you want it to do? Everyone's running into HBAR. They hear about it. It seems to get so much more of a buzz than I believe it deserves. But again, I'm not hating. Maybe HBAR does deserve it, and it's awesome. It's got a $1.5 million market cap. It completely tanked recently, but it took a dump with Bitcoin, right? The thing is, can this thing 100x? No way. Is it going to go to a $150 billion market cap? No. I'm telling you right now. No. Is it going to go to a $50 billion market cap? Maybe. That's a 30x. Is it going to go to a $15 billion market cap and 10x? Possibly. I think its best bet is a $30 million. That's his best bet in this market. Even if we get to a $5 trillion market cap, fine, it gets to $60 billion. And you're talking a 40x, which would be amazing, right? You'd think this thing would go, 10x to 40 cents and then go all the way to like $1.60. I don't know. I just think people should be more realistic about their HBAR predictions. But again, who am I? I'm just a guy with the chart. Let's take a look at the DXY. All right. And I want to keep my Bitcoin chart up and running there on that 7 minute. We're watching this cup and handle here and a breakout. Price action's been very slow. They're watching. They're waiting. They're seeing who's building liquidity on either end. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP and what BOOKMAP says. It had kind of straddled liquidity last night. Could go either way. It did have lower liquidity down, though. All the way down. 27,000. So BOOKMAP's pretty clear that it wants to go lower. All right. BOOKMAP is quite clear that it wants to go to the downside. To the downside. All right. So BOOKMAP suggesting that we go all the way down to 27,000, maybe even lower. 27,000, 26,900. So they have a fat order waiting. Now, it doesn't mean we're definitely going down there, but BOOKMAP is pretty spot on. So this suggests that we don't get above this level. We get rejected here. Maybe we make a bit of an M pattern. We start to break down. Or maybe we make a shoulder ahead. We make some type of right shoulder. We lose this POC, and we break down all the way back to about 27.1 and lower. That's what BOOKMAP suggests. That we are going to drop down to this lower area. Look out for this right shoulder. Look out for us to M. Look out for us to not get it back above 27,560. That's what BOOKMAP is suggesting, that we will go lower. So, and that this reversal will not hold. But, you know, BOOKMAP is not 100%. Just because it says we have levels down there does not mean we're guaranteed to go down there. But anything is possible. Just remember that. Anything is possible. Still a bit of a cup and handy here. Still kind of what we're looking for the reversal. But I'm open-minded that anything is possible. All right. All right. Back to the live chat. Rumors of diplomats to U.S. being recalled from large cities. Now that's a Halloween-style scare. I'll be honest, we're thinking of getting into a rural neighborhood, like even more rural than I'm at, like farm country. You know what I mean? That's old news, though. I'm telling you, I can't stand Brave. I love Brave, but I got to have a chat with them. I constantly have to go to Google to get the best news. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get any news like that right now. Right? Come to California for rural. Come to the free state. All right? I'll go to New Hampshire, man. Go live stream. Thank you. Trading for rural land for son and fam. Trading for rural land for son. Oh, you mean you're trading? I hope you're not trading your son for land. No, I'm just. Use DuckDuck for Brave. It's a lot. It's at least better. Thank you for saying that. And pre-search might be better too, right? U.S. expels 2 Russian diplomats after Moscow's embassy in Washington 3 days ago. Interesting. A retaliation of 2 U.S. being expelled. But Russia just put out in September accusing them of illegal mention. Anyway. So we got Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. I can see what's happening. If we lose what level, I know where to short. If we gain this level, we know where to long. Technically, the move is to the upside because of the reversal of the divergence should get you back. Divergence plays out 90% of the time. You just have to remove your emotions and let it play out. All right. Move to Wyoming. We do like Wyoming. Just because somebody placed an order doesn't mean they can't cancel it before it goes through. Amen. 100%. There's an order right here. It could be taken away. Doesn't mean he's guaranteed to get those 1,000 Bitcoins. But I'll tell you what, if you watch my channel, 90% of the time, that's going to hit. And it's going to drag the price to the downside. 90% of the time, that's going to hit. Right now, though, my strategy is conflicting slightly. Not really, though, because in a way, if we end up doing this, we make what's called an ascending triangle. They are 50-50 patterns. And and if you kind of come into them bearishly, you can break down, and that brings you right down to the liquidity zone that we got here, 27K. So that matches. So these match each other perfectly. So if we just keep going sideways and we can't get above, boom, to the downside, right? That's just most likely what's going to happen, but you never know. Open-minded, got to be open-minded. Let's take a look at our DXY. Let's leave that on ice and take a look at our DXY. All right. The DXY, we have it in this flag. All right. You know, I had it in this bigger channel. I had to come to terms. Like, it broke out, man. It broke out. 50 cross to 200 SMA. That's a bullish cross. That's a golden cross. Oversold on the daily time frame. The 3-day chart says, dude, you are baked. You're coming back down. You got to dump to the 200 SMA. You got to dump at least back down to the 21. So this says you're extended, and you got to come back down to the 21 SMA. So the smaller time frames are going to play their game for a while. Look, that's even a bit of a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder. The 4-hour doesn't look amazing right now. Really looks like it's going to dump further to the downside, and then may even dump down to the 200 SMA. The 4-hour wants to roll on you. The 1 hour is pushing down, but looking for sideways price action, but below the 200 SMA, which is a good sign that we'll get a continuation of this move. It's like a broadening falling wedge. Look for the 1 hour to come down, further down here and rest somewhere at about right there. Sideways price action. Look for this to make a shoulder ahead, possibly a right shoulder, and then we can really get a dump here. We don't want to see it consolidate, do a bullish retest, and make a move above 106.21. That would be not a good look at all. So we'll watch this for you like we do every single day, the DXY. But we desperately want to make this right shoulder to the downside. The 3 days bearish, but some of the bigger, the daily looks like it could get a bounce. I have to be honest, but it's good. Let's see if the daily it can crush through. Yeah, see, like, it's so far away from the 200 SMA here. But if this pulls up and the daily pulls up and we get sideways price action, then we're going to get a huge move for the dollar index. Huge move. So I'm just open-minded. I'll give it to you how I give it to you every single day, one step at a time. All right, and whatever my mind sees, I'll let you guys know. And it's a huge rising wedge. They're supposed to break down. It's continuously making a bearish div. That's a bearish div right there too as well on the daily time frame. So major resistance at 107.45. As you had it right there, wicked right there, and wicked right there too. We flip that, we're definitely going to move to 110. So this is key here. We're kind of in a holding pattern. We get above here, we're going up. We get below here, we're going down. And so, like, this is kind of it. This channel between 105.70 and 107.50. And we'll watch it. It'll give us the indications. It'll make the right shoulder and give us the probability, or it'll flatten out, and we'll know. The probabilities will tell us what's most likely going to happen based on the charts. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance and see how Bitcoin dominance is faring. Got a huge pump to the upside as suggested. I even put out a chart saying Bitcoin dominance likely to pump here. Now, when Bitcoin dominance pumps, you got to go look at Tether dominance. All right. So we'll duplicate this. And why do you want to look at Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance? Well, let's talk about it logically. A lot of what I do is basic common sense. Okay? Like, a lot of traders are into like all these other things. I'm into just brass tacks common sense. Like, trading to me is very similar to, doing carpentry, right? And you look at me like, what is he saying? Well, look at this. You get baskets of assets. You have Bitcoin, right? So you have Bitcoin here. You have all the altcoins, right? Total 3. You have Bitcoin dominance, all right? And then you have Tether dominance, USDT.D, all right? Now just bear with me for a second here if you're new. Bitcoin, now there's only so much money. Here's all the money in the world, all right? It can flow into altcoins. It can flow into Bitcoin, or it can flow into Tether. Now, why would it flow into Tether? It would flow into Tether if Bitcoin starts to drop and people get scared they're going to lose money. They'll sell their Bitcoin into Tether. Okay. What happens then? Well, people also sell their altcoins into Tether. So Tether dominance will rise if Bitcoin drops and altcoins drop, right? Now, what also happens here is Bitcoin dominance can rise because people are also selling altcoins into Bitcoin as well because Bitcoin drops less than altcoins. So when you see Bitcoin dominance going up with Tether dominance going up, it usually means that we're getting a dump. All right. It's not a good sign, And then if Bitcoin dominance starts to drop even on top of that and Tether dominance going up, it's even a bigger dump. All right? So remind yourself of that. Now we're not done. Now, what if Bitcoin dominance goes down and Tether dominance goes down? What's going on? Well, people are likely pushing money out of Bitcoin into altcoins and out of Tether into altcoins. So when you see Bitcoin dropping and Tether dominance dropping, these dominances, it's the altcoins that's likely picking up. All right? What you really want is Bitcoin dominance about to explode while US Tether dominance is about to drop hard. That tells you Bitcoin is about to make a big move. Then money will trickle into the altcoins usually a week or two later after the money's been eaten into Bitcoin. Understanding how these four assets interlock, Bitcoin, total 3, Bitcoin dominance, and US Tether gives you a key to understanding where the market's going to go. All right? They have probabilities based on the indicators. You put them all together and you're going to get a glaring picture of what the market wants to be doing. All right? We've been doing this a lot in my channel and it's been pretty awesome. So like Bitcoin Tether dominance was in a falling wedge, wanted to break on out. You see this? It was in a falling wedge. It hit the bottom of the channel, right? And you want, and again, we got a breakout, right? The stochastics were low last night saying, hey, Tether dominance likely get a spike. What does that mean? It means people are going to sell out of Bitcoin, right? Interesting. So when we're in the Bitcoin trade and you're looking at it and you see Tether dominance is about to explode, it may make you say, hey, maybe I should get out of my Bitcoin trade. All right. Let's look at Tether dominance on the bigger time frame. On the daily, suggested it actually could continue up to the top of the channel here. Top, bottom, come to the top again. It may be rolling over, but it's looking like it could come up a little more. All right. The 3-day chart is actually low too, meaning like it may get a somewhat of a pump at one point. And look, it's consolidating in a symmetrical triangle that it just keeps getting tighter and tighter. Now these are 50-50. They could go up either way. They could go up or down either way. But because the 2-day chart is so low, telling me that Tether dominance may get a bit of a move here. So like, the more I want to see this big Bitcoin pump, the more I do see some trouble around the way for Bitcoin. If this pumps hard, that's not going to be a good look for Bitcoin. So the 2-day chart for Tether dominance wants to pump hard. Tells me to be a little weary. All right. It tells me to be a little weary. We take a look at the 2-day chart for Bitcoin dominance. And that's very high. Likely that Bitcoin's going to come back down. It's away from the 21. So like, the skills in which I use to perfect this idea, and then I can draw a fib just like I draw, you come down. And that tells me that Bitcoin's likely getting a pullback, a bigger pullback. See, because why would Bitcoin dominance be pulling back and Tether dominance want to be pop on the 2-day chart? And then you can say, well, hogwash, and you can go back and find this again. So when was the last time Tether dominance was high? All right, June 26th. All right, so you can go back to these high points, and then you can juxtapose the same dates, and you can even put the charts together and look at them. So now we're going to go to Monday, June 26th on Tether dominance. And that's right here, right? June, open it up. Right here, June like 24th, 25th, right there. Call it like the 22 days difference. But what happened? Tether went up hard, right? And Bitcoin dropped, right? And that was Bitcoin 51%. So now we go to the Bitcoin chart on the 2-day, and we identify the same area, okay? Boom. That was Bitcoin's massive drop to the downside. This is showing me that Bitcoin could be taking a dump right here all the way back down to at least 24,850. All right. So by looking, and I'm not guaranteeing anything, nothing is guaranteed, but I mean, you do the math and you can find this probability on your own. This is all here for you. The data is all here. See, the most people just can't, their brains can't do this. Like they can't extrapolate the data. I can look at data and I can be like, oh, that's how I can figure this out. My whole life, I've been able to take a data set and really be able to figure out what's happening. I looked at Bitcoin, I looked at the dollar, and I knew that inflation was coming in 2010. It was obvious to me. So simple. My brain was like, oh yeah, get out of the US dollar, start buying Bitcoin. You'll become a lot richer than everyone around you. Then you'll tell them what to do. They'll think you're crazy. I told someone at a barbecue yesterday like that I basically knew about inflation in 2010. And what's crazy is they think you're getting political, which is crazy. You know, when you're like a mathematician mind and your mind is strictly math, your allegiance is to math. Like my allegiance is to math and to the charts. I don't have really a political allegiance. You know what I mean? I have a certain, and I go with, you know, I really will, you know, I'm obviously going to vote for whoever's pro cryptocurrency, right? The more pro crypto you are as a politician, the more I'm going to like you. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm about the math, man. And most people are too into their politics to even see the math. And that's the problem, right? They can't see this stuff. So if Sam wants to know his numerology, I would love to make him a free reading. Yeah. Not only life path. Yeah, man. Just email cryptolifers@gmail.com or send us a support notice on cryptolifer.com and just say, hey, I want to read. Like you can go to support, contact us and just say, hey, I want to do Sam's reading. You know what I mean? This is my email. Just say, hey, general inquiry, right? Boom, and say, hey, I want to do Sam's stuff, blah, blah, blah. Here's my name, here's my email, and we'll get back to you, man. Love and gratitude, Sam. Who confronted with truth? Most can't process life. Yeah. Important topics have been highly politicized. Exactly. It's a problem because the discussions that we need to have get blocked and people aren't able to discuss them because they're just like, you know, when we could all sit down and have an open discussion. In the 80s and the 90s, like even in the early 2000s, we could have open discussions. Like it just seems to be now it's one way or the other, you know, black or white. So shout out to everybody here on the live. So this is key stuff that I want you to understand. Now, this could be a cup. That could be your handle. And then Bitcoin could rip. But it does suggest that Bitcoin is getting some type of pullback. After, look, Bitcoin getting a huge... The dominance doesn't go up forever. You know? Now, if Tether dominance was going to dump on us, that would be a better sign, right? But it looks like it wants to continue up here. Get a bit of a move. 4 hours a little overbought, getting rejected by the 200 SMA. So we might have a little relief rally today, but just be careful. This says the bigger picture. And look, there you have a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder too for Bitcoin. Above $1 means everybody buying and the demand is high. Below $1 means it's getting sold off. Yeah, you can just tell by the price of the stable coin too. I like that he said that. That's interesting. Like if we look at Tether, right? Look at Tether dominance in the last 7 days. And look, it did get above it. So people were buying, you know what I mean, into Tether too much. But look, above $1. Yeah. Today it's even today, right? But money. The crypto market's so interesting, right? All the stuff that we've been through. Insane. 666 exchanges. It's crazy. Shout out to everybody here rocking with us. And again, I like the DCA into MEXC. Every single day, I'm buying BTC. And so if Bitcoin gets that pullback, you know I'm going to be buying more Bitcoin. You know what I mean? You know I'm going to be buying more Bitcoin. It just is what it is. All right? Look at MEXC. Lowest fees, highest profit, 0 spot maker and taker fee, 0 future maker fee, 1% taker fee. I've just never seen this. I don't know how long they can keep this up. I feel like eventually they will go up in price. But right now, I mean, take advantage of these times. I do. I dollar cost average into coins that matter. We got into so many low coins in the last 2 months that nobody knew about. Joystream. We watched that thing do bananas, right? Unbelievable move. We got into Caspa super early. Watch that thing moon. We got into DMTR before when it had that huge pump. But even the last few weeks, we've seen some coins just absolutely mooning that we've been talking about, going over and researching. It's been an interesting couple of weeks, to be honest. The last 2 months, September was amazing for crypto, which I can't believe I said that because usually it's the worst, right? But right here, I pinned the Discord. If you want to join the trading group through Discord, you can do that. But you can also go to cryptolifer.com and jump on in. Easy way to join today, right? We just put the join today button basically everywhere we can to make it super easy for you to join the 99 trading group. Join today, join today, join today. You go to the home page. All right. Join today right here. Join today right there. All right. Join today right there. Join today. We made it very simple. There's a join today button everywhere. Watch us on YouTube. Join today. All right. We want to make it simple and easy for you to jump on in. All right. Bitcoin still flat, right? Doing a nothing burger on this 7-minute time frame. Still filling out, the flag here, though. Some small scalps on the smaller time frames did occur. right? If that's your bag, if that's your thing. And remember, you don't have to trade. You don't always have to be in a trade. It's good to take some time off. That's flashing because you're in a big trade and they want you to show it off. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's flashing because they want you to, like, let them know. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just flashing whenever you have a good trade. Touch that button and it can show you your good trade. That's all. That's the only reason it's flashing. It's like, yo, show everyone how good your trade was. You know? It's like, show everyone how good it is. You know? So. Wow, you're down $95. That's awesome. That's like the best mitigation I've ever seen. You got lucky, man. See, us who know how to mitigate, we're like, wow. Because you don't always get that position. To be able to mitigate back for $100, that's spot on. I didn't want to say anything yesterday, but I thought App was going to dump hard, man. But I just didn't want us to, like, make competing charts. So you were like, I like App. And I was like, I was going to be like, I'm not touching App. But out of respect for you, I didn't say anything. You know what I mean? I was just like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I thought it was, you know, because I right when you said that, I went and looked at App and I was like, I don't like it right now. But at the same time, you know, who knows? You know, anyway. But, yeah, I had a feeling App was going to take a tumble. Let me see. But that's the beautiful thing about mitigation is, like, you don't need App to pump. Like, you just need it to go up like 0.5%. And if you know what you're doing, you're going to make gains. So, that, I mean, that is for, I'll be honest, that strategy is for, like, highly intelligent people too, man. I'm not trying to be, but like, because you got to know how to do your math. You got to know how to mitigate. You got to be in control of yourself. Like, there's a lot going on there. All right. So last night, look, I saw this. And I drew this, and I said, this is going to 492, but I didn't say anything. I should have said it, but I didn't want to be rude, bro, you know? Because you're like, App, sweeping the lows here. And I was like, that thing's dumping out of a bear flag, though. And it just lost the point of control, right? And there's a bit of an M pattern. I literally drew this last night, went to bed, and I didn't post it. That's how nice I am, right? But so, the 1 hour is probably going to get a bit of a bounce here, right? But see, the 15-minute wants to roll over, man. So, we got to get that bounce back up to the 200, which we should get. That's a shoulder head and that's an inverted head and shoulder. We should get the bounce, regardless of the Stokes being up high. That's what. See, this is what I learned about my that you somehow make your move to the 200 SMA no matter what. You go through this gap, and there. I mean, if you mitigate properly, you should be good to go. You know what I mean? And you know your steez. And look, I mean, you got your inefficiency right. You got a huge one. So you should definitely get into there and be all right with no problems. You should be able to get to 507 with no issues. Bang, bang, bang. Nothing, you know, you always tell me I shouldn't know where price action is going, but that's just, you know, I like to say I don't know because what if we got hit with an EMP right now? See, that's why I want to remain. We don't know where price action is going because we don't know what the world's going to do. Right now, I shouldn't say this, knock on wood, my whole electricity could shut off right now and just boom, right? I can have access to the trade. I mean, anything could happen. Another good reason why limiting in is interesting because, like, what if you're manual and you can't access? Although I manual trade all the time. But I do set my limit orders behind. Like, even if I'm not using a potential stop, protective stop, I'll use a stop loss that I know I can drag up, and I'll just keep it far away. Because at one point, when the market's getting crazy, I want to be able to limit rise, right, in and out, right? I would plan to mitigate out of here, if you can, though, somewhere between 507 and 510, if you know. But you may have gone into knowing that you would have dropped to mitigate. So at the same time, you know, I never knew, you know, such a predictable sell-off today. App has an unlock coming. Yeah, App is also unlocking a lot of coins. Yo, Lifer, BNB looks scary, man. Really? Looks like a cup and handle on 15-minute as well as the 7. Yep. I thought the dump was the plan. This is a 6-week hold minimum. Okay. Hey, dude, that's great. I'm super excited to hear that. Have you ever traded using MEXI automatic provision reversal? I touched it once or twice one time. It said reverse, and I just hit the reverse button. But I haven't done it enough to feel comfortable about it. So yes, I have used it, but I haven't used it like enough to like want to do it all the time. It really doesn't change. It also doesn't fit my trading style because I like to really focus in. You know what I mean? I mean, look at your 3-day chart wants to dump on Aptos, which means that 3 weeks from now, it could be lower, right? But that's, I mean, could bowl out here at the bottom of the bowl at 450 and then slowly make its way on out. Super proud to hear you make it a 6-week trade, though. I feel like I'm the only people in the trading group that does 6-week trades. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like the old man, you know? Will meme coins go any lower? It's possible. Visiting the new amazing Crypto Lifer website. God bless you. Thank you for doing that. Is there anything going on at BTC? This guy's funny, man. Yeah, one news story could change even the best trade today. Watch Shibcoin. I mean, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. The charts sense a reversal is coming, but you never know. There's no guarantee. Shout out to the 618 people on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. 11:30, you know what time it is. It's time for the news, baby. It's time for the news. Oh, and people were saying that they missed the beginning news segment. So sorry. Let me get that running. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and I do a Crypto Lifer show. I'm the Crypto Lifer, and the Lifers watch me every single day. We have an amazing community, thousands and thousands of people around the world. We've hit 5 million views on the channel, and we continue to grow every single day. And it's because we bring you the hottest news, a 3 to 5 minute segment that breaks down exactly what's happening. This is big right now. Base TVL jumps 26% in a week. What's behind the move? If you know Base is Coinbase L2 celebrates crucial milestone amid fight for L2 dominance. Layer 2 blockchain protocol Base has hit a new milestone as it pushes to enforce its dominance among Layer 2 chains on the Ethereum blockchain. According to the data from the L2 beat, the Base network's total value locked is now pegged at $550 million, up more than 26% in the week to date. Notably, the jump in Base TVL was catalyzed by the reminting of native USDC on the network on October 4th, with the stablecoin increasing by 470% to $159 million. With enough USDC, it implies that there is an adequate liquidity to power the key operations available on the Base protocol. Base has been hitting a number of impressive strides in recent weeks, following the success of its social fi protocol, Friend Tech, with the remarkable growth in address count that accompanied Friend Tech. The Base network has reaped the biggest benefit overall. As it stands, Base has moved up in the rankings by a considerable mile, and in terms of TVL is now surpassed by only Arbitrum and Optimism, respectively. Base has outranked ZK Sync and Polygon ZK EVM, two other higher performing networks with relatively older ages when compared to the former L2 chain. Dude, it makes me, we got to make a Base video. I got to show you how to get onto Base. We're going to make something that we're going to show you how to navigate DeFi on this channel, all right? I used to do it all the time, all my videos, my cake videos, and people think I'm just a trader, a guy that does the charts, but I'm a DeFi guy, and I can actually teach you how to navigate DeFi and have all sorts of fun. And so that's something that I definitely want to start implementing again on the channel, get back to what made this channel great. I was the cake man, right? And so we can teach you all about this stuff on the channel. I can't wait to show you more. Crypto needs Congress, but the U.S. lawmakers have opted for pandemonium. While Congress stares down the barrel of a November 17th government shutdown, the rudderless House remains the focus of the crypto industry's hopes for regulatory process. So, yeah, they only got a 45-day Band-Aid. That's all they got, right? It's not like they really solved the issue. 45-day Band-Aid, we see what happens. An already tenuous plan for crypto legislation in the House of Reps could be thrown into uncertainty by its leadership mess. Industry lobbyists think there could be a window for House progress by the end of this year. Through Senate still poses a problem. So it's like two crypto bills are carrying a lot of sectors' hopes because they've made it further than any legislation to date. One House bill that would establish rules for digital assets markets, and another that would set up regulations for issuing and trading stablecoins in the U.S. Until now, crypto lobbyists thought that both pieces of legislation had a shot to reach the House floor in November. Yeah, I mean, you got Republican House Speaker getting ousted, all right, in unprecedented fashion, right? They don't have a new one yet. New Speaker, Republicans pick a permanent leader. McHenry may have some goodwill to spend. So far, Rep. Steve Scalise, the House leadership current number 2, and Jim Jordan, who's backed by former President Donald Trump, are vying for the job. Neither of them have records of supporting crypto. Yeah, I wonder what Jim Jordan's idea in crypto. I never really heard him talk crypto, but he is for free speech. He is for freedom, and crypto has something to do with that. The Senate is giving us resistance, right? Sherrod Brown, Ohio Democrat, the chairman of Senate Banking Committee, or Senate Tim Scott, the panel's top Republican and a current candidate for the party's presidential nominee, are openly engaged with crypto legislation. So we don't have enough people really caring about what's happening. Brown has put his focus on the Second Fair Regulation Banker Act, meant to ensure proper financing for the marijuana industry. That is interesting. The marijuana industry suffers, like, they have to use a lot of cash. They have to use, like, they go through a lot of issues. I've noticed that with people that have started businesses and they have to deal with cash. Banks have problems with them. It shouldn't be. You know, it's a legal entity that they're providing a service for. They shouldn't have to kind of, like, bop and weave through the financial system. Ether slides as Ethereum Foundation swaps 2.7 million ETH on Uniswap. The foundation periodically sells tokens to cover costs, creating a temporary sell-off event in markets. Ether price slipped 1.5% past a few hours as traders seemed to react to a wallet apparently belonging to the Ethereum Foundation that sold a portion of its allocated tokens. They sold 1,700 ETH for 2.7 million. I mean, they need it, right? They have all this ETH stacked. They need it for operations, you know, and so they sell it off. As of April, it held over 1.2 billion in Ethereum, which represented over 0.29% of the total supply at the time. What do you mean there's no total supply? That's the thing, man. Ethereum doesn't have a finite supply. Like, everyone that always forgets that. Like, everyone's like, oh, I love ETH. And then like, well, how many tokens does it have? And they're like, well, it has 21 million. I'm like, Bitcoin has 21 million. Like, even Quant has 10 million. Like, even the basic coins have a small supply. Like, what's going on? So look, that is that's a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder, even though that is a lack of a shoulder there. Hello, what are you doing walking through the studio? You're not allowed to walk through the studio when I'm out here. You distracted me. You made me think I saw you. What's going on? What are you doing? You.
There's that whole blow up thing and everything is blown up at Billings Field. Do you want to go after you're done here? Or do you want to have a meeting?
You. In the studio. Get over here. Let me see you. You look pretty. I want you to see people. Come here. Just come here. You look beautiful. Don't be shy. I love this fall stuff that you're wearing.
Do you want to go with us or should we just
Oh,
go?
you brought me my water today.
Should
Such
we
a
go
good
or do you
woman.
want to go with us?
Such a good woman.
Do you want to go? Or
Such a
do you want to go?
good-
Do you want to go?
good
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll be with the family.
It's Columbus Day, so then I cancel
I want to be in the
meeting.
charts all day, and I just want to neglect the family.
So which one? Should I cancel the meeting or no?
We can have a meeting still, no?
No, because I have to go.
All right. Sorry, she ruined the news, everybody. We can cut that out. But that is the news, everyone. That's, Foundation's selling a lot of Ethereum. That's, but, it's what they do. You kind of have to, like, shrug it off. But makes you a little sketched out. Ethereum, I like it. It is the most known, more developers use Ethereum than anything in the world, right? It's awesome. It's got a lot going for it. But at the same time, I see some red flags for Ethereum here and there. But, it's definitely, I feel like it can easily get to 10K. But it's a little over a 5X. Like, I don't know if it's going to do, maybe 20,000. And it can do maybe a 15X or something like that. Maybe a 20X. I just think it's highly unlikely. But you never know. I could be wrong. Bitcoin's starting to get that spike, as we talked about. The 7-minute came back down, made the higher low. This is a cup and handle. But it could channel sideways all the way and then continue to dump. If we never get back above 27,571, expect more downside. We have to flip this area to remain bullish. I suggest that we will. These tight moving averages getting above the 21 suggests we will pump all the way to the 200 SMA. This is this little, it's basically my ATM little plan here. And you're going to get here. After that, we will see. And you could get it further up to the point of control and then boom up to this area too. And we could just V-shape recovery right back inside the pattern. There's a chance. I also showed you that when the RSI was this low in the 1 hour, it had never been that low before. So it usually does get a bounce to the upside. Very strong divergence here playing out to the upside. I'm expecting a reversal. Sammy Cup with a handle here. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. We're expecting a Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. That's something that we are looking for Bitcoin. All right. Shout out to everybody here. 662 people on the live, 380 likes. God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Don't be a lame-o and go where you shouldn't go. All right, you know better than that. And if that's what you're doing, then shame on you, man. Shame on you. Shout out to everybody here on Twitter. I greatly appreciate the love. Bitcoin dumped as projected. Yeah, Mass State Police. Wow. City of Boston Falls, the Mass State Police. Where are my Link Marines at? I just want to see how many people love Link. I hadn't taken a check in a while. And where are my Link Marines at? Ben Nation here is Ben everywhere now, striving to improve crypto and adoption and new partnerships become around the corner. The time is now. Check the video out. Great ready Ben holders, drama is behind us, and the future is bright. As promised, here's a comprehensive breakdown on how to leverage commit your algo on folks' finance. This is still 4 days left to participate in Algorand governance. Some from the Algo fam retweets post this win 200 Algo. That's awesome, man. And AJ Crypto branching out, man, doing his thing. He's going to be working with Ben, but he's also going to be doing his thing. Anytime someone does their thing for crypto, it expands the whole space. Because it just makes it happen. It makes it happen. 76ers at the Celtics last night. The Celtics, 116-107. Oh, my gosh. Basketball's coming back, baby. And the Celtics look amazing. Peyton Pritchard, I think, is going to have a great year this year. I think he's going to get a little more time than he used to. I'm excited to see what he can do, man. That dude's an amazing player on the low. Like, unbelievable. He can hit the three. He can dribble. He's got some skill. All right. So we went over Bitcoin dominance. Likely to get a bit of rejection here about that 200 SMA on the 4 hour, which could give us a little bit of sideways price action. Look for this to kind of reject, come back to the 21. But as long as U.S. tether dominance stays above 786, we will have, something to kind of stay concerned about for Bitcoin. Remember, it is a false move Monday. Things a little flatter today than normal with the banking holiday. A lot of the big boys are out of the office today. All right, that's just how it is. They're like, I ain't coming in. It's, kids are home. They're going to do something special with the kids, take them somewhere, do something. The older you get, I was talking to Gary Cardone, and you know what he said to me? He said, by the time your kids are 18, you spent 90% of the time that you'll ever spend with them in their life. Now, that's, it depends on the person. Some people, that's not right. They run a business with their dad, and they see them every day. So that's not the case for everybody, but, your kids go to college, they move out, they get a job, then they get married, they have kids, and some of them live in different cities, some of them move away, and you only see them a few times a year. Right? And so the average person sees because you spend 90% of the time with your children. Even if you spend a lot later on, you spend 90% of your time with your kids from their birth to their 18 years old. And once they turn 18, that's when a lot of things change. And it hit me so hard. He really hit me with that fact. And it was like, wow. Bitcoin struggling to get back above that 27,571 area that I have mapped out for you. Remember, we have liquidity way to the downside. BOOKMAP is usually correct that we will drop down to $27,000. When we lose 27.2, it's going to be whack because that's a key area of support and resistance that I've really been honed in on. But if we lose it, we lose it, right? That means we can bearishly retest, and then we'll start to get a drop probably down to 26.5, 85. This point of control here at 26,000, and then maybe even all the way down to 25K. This is likely, and this could happen. We give you all the ideas. We give you the levels to watch, and we break it down for you. So previous resistance becoming support. And let's get rid of this for now. And so this is what we're watching. We're watching this flag. See? This flag form out. We want the reversal back to the top of the pattern. All right? Just because I have this white line here does not tell you that I think we're going to dump. I want to make that clear. I'm just showing you that's our measured move if we can't get back above 27,571. We have to get back above that resistance to remain bullish. Otherwise, we will not be bullish, period, right? Look at your 10-minute getting a double top here. Likely to make an M and then start the drop to the downside. Possible shoulder, head, right shoulder there. You look to your 30-second chart, you probably see that. Look, it's a head and shoulder pattern there in a way, wanting to dump to the downside. So not getting a lot of love here on the smaller time frames, and we're actually pretty choppy right now. Bunch of sideways chop. They're waiting to see who is who. You know what I mean? They're waiting to see who is who. We started using mob charts. I wish I created mob chart. Pretty awesome. They're free right now, but we'll see what happens to them later on. I barely know how to use them. I got a workspace now. Oh. I just want a Bitcoin workspace. I thought, yeah, usually just... Now I can get the futures, like my man said, it just has spot out there right now. Oh, wow. So look, yeah. Look at this. Even spot. And spot on futures pretty much the same at one point. But if we look at Bitcoin spot, Look at this. All the orders are below us, just like BOOKMAP says. All the orders are really lower. So it's very likely we're not. Look at the market's like a fat kid, all right? And he wants to eat cake. He's not going to walk 10 blocks to go eat 106 when he can walk 2 blocks and eat all this. You see it? So if you look at that, it's just logical that we're not going to make a move to the upside. It's very logical we're going to dump to the downside here. You can see the liquidity. It's already telling you where the orders are. You can do whatever you want, but this is very likely. Because if we move up here, where's the liquidity to bring us up? We'd have to get stop losses we need to be able to eat through the shorts. Doesn't seem like there's enough orders to get us there right now at the moment in time, right? And we do Binance futures or Bybit futures, right? And there I added the futures, I thought. It says spot, but I just went up here and added futures. Interval. Oh, it asked you the interval. 1 hour, I guess. I just found this out last night, all right? So I teach you guys new things every single day, all the time, all right? All the time. Taking its time now. I got to tell you, you know, it looks like we're going to take a dump to the downside. What will happen is we'll go sideways, right? The 200 will keep coming. And then we go here and the 200 kisses, you're going down. Because the 200 was your destination. When that keeps pressing, then you don't have a destination anymore. And then that's technically going to be your pressed resistance. Okay? Understand how the 200 SMA works and use it to your advantage. All right? So, yeah, I mean, there's no guarantees. There could be a short squeeze out of nowhere. We're just not. We're not getting the liquidity. A little bit up to 26,600. So we might get a little squirt, right? But nothing guaranteed right now. Pretty sideways price action. I'm not trading right now. I don't like to trade Monday till Monday afternoon. I find Monday night, 6, 7 o'clock. A lot of the trades pan out that I play out Monday night. So I like to wait for Monday night. It tends to kind of give me a really good move. And so I never post or post too many charts or go too hard. So this is what I see happening, and I wouldn't be surprised if we went right to 27,171 or 27,030. And there's a big order waiting for us down there as well. And this is kind of what I've been talking about this whole time. Like, if we lose this top channel, we're going to come down to the bottom of this rising wedge. That's going to be 27.2. The idea is if we lose this level, like 27.2 is like my key area. So I'll be watching closely all day long. And it almost looks like we're going to lose that key area. You know, if I had to assess, it looks like we're going to lose the key area. So I would be short. I would not be long just because we can't get above 27,571. Until we get back above that level, I would remain bearish, right? It just, support or resistance are the key way to trade, everyone. You don't have to know where price action is going, and you don't have to know that much. All you have to know is if a key area can't be broken, then it's likely you're going to drop to the downside. So simple, you know? Very simple stuff. Look at this. The 15-minute is about to dump on you so hard. You saw all the orders too. There's a bunch of orders to the downside. So likelihood is to ride this flag down. Stop loss above the orders. That's the likely scenario that could play out here, right? Bang. To the downside. And there's your 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And there it is right there. So I'm looking short for Bitcoin. 15-minute is about to dump on us hard. Let's see what happens. All right. And that's my update right now at the present moment in time for BTC. I could be wrong. We could get stopped out. We should have gotten a reversal. Something's going on here. There's too much. There's not enough liquidity to give us the move. Normally, we would get this reversal, but we didn't get it. Let's look at our 1 and how the 1 minute failed too. So look, the 1 minute made its move to the 200, and then look, the lost the 200 SMA. When you lose the 200 SMA, even on the 1 minute, more downside. Look at the last time we lost the 200 on the 1 minute. Nasty move down. Nasty move down. Pretty fast move down. Move down. Nasty move down. Nasty move down. Nasty move down. Nasty move down. And what do you think is going to happen now? We're going to have a beautiful move to the upside. I mean, the probability's not there. Anything can happen, though. I'm open-minded. But it's just not looking amazing. And then there's a chance we're in chop, and they just kind of, and we go from there, too. Probabilities to the short side, in my humble opinion. But only time will tell. And that's my Bitcoin update at 11:48 p.m. Let's get back into the chat. Let's get back into the music. Sorry, that probably blew your ears out, right? That Bart Simpson was a telltale sign. Yeah. Just saw a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom on the 4-hour. On what asset? Like this Adam and Eve? You can still kind of say you're in the symmetrical triangle in a way. You know? And be careful of a false move as well. $15-minute is bearish. Double top on Bitcoin. Not a double bottom. Yeah, I see a double top too. Oh, and Adam and Eve double top. Sorry, yeah, I just saw Adam and Eve. You're spot on, my friend. Look at, he saw this. Look what he just saw. I see it. There's the Adam and there's the, you know, boom. Possible move to the downside. But look, even has a descending triangle. Like it's funny. Like that looks like it's going to dump down to the 200 SMA. See that? Could really be a good time to get into the long. My idea is this. You break this resistance, you retest, take the long up. You can't get above this. I see no reason to long unless you want to aggressively enter the long. So you could aggressively enter a long right now for the reversal. But that 15-minute is looming on us right now. Doesn't look good. Look, resistance, 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 resistance. I mean, that's 30 minutes. That's an hour. It's 3 hours of not being able to get above 27.528. Right? So they already told you, hey, we tried numerous times. We couldn't get above the zone. So I would stay short for Bitcoin. That's my update for you, for the team, for the group. All right. And we'll go hard on altcoins tonight. I'm seeing a large bullish pennant. On what asset? On Bitcoin? You're seeing a large bull pennant on Bitcoin. Like this? Very possible. It makes sense. We get one more flush up. The Bitcoin dominance would be able to, the dollar dominance would be able to go up while Bitcoin reset. And everyone would scream we had a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. All the shorts would load up, and then they would flush them to the upside. I'll tell you right now, as long as we hold this zone, we're good to go too. Supportive resistance is strong. All right. Everyone, please join the newsletter. It's a great way to stay in touch with your lifer community. It comes out every single Monday. Email address into the newsletter. We greatly appreciate that. That'll change your life. I'm telling you right now, that'll change your life. And look, there's the short going to the downside as we discussed. I said I would remain short, did I not? You're in the money now, even from that entry. That entry was 27,470. You're in the money now at 450. Not huge. I'm just saying you're in the money. Slightly in the money. Now you break this, you're going to dump. You got to hold this higher low, which makes sense because the divergence was so strong. So now they're just getting the people emotional, but the divergence really should hold. That's why. So like I'm bearish and that divergence should hold, but you can't get it. You got to get above resistance. See, I like my rules. My rules are like, well, you couldn't get above resistance, so you got to wait. You know, you lost the POC too there, you know, on the real local. If I zoom out, I mean, you're below the red line and timber. Look at the stochastics about to lose the medium line there. RSI, when the RSI curves aggressively like that, that's a dump. MACD, lack of bearish momentum. And look, you had rising price here. Price was rising and the volume was falling. That's bearish. So you had rising price here while the volume was falling down. That told you were going to dump too. So I don't know how we spent 2 hours on the live stream together. I'll look up. It'll be like, it'll be 10:15, 10:30, 11. Next thing you know, it'll be 11:50. I'm like, how? How is that even possible? You know what I mean? Anyway. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And we look at BookMap again. Link to BookMap in the description below. Beautiful people over at BookMap. We really appreciate that. And, every single day I promote and talk about BookMap and you see me use it. This tells us we're going lower. If later today you see this go lower, you may want to join our trading group. If you get wrecked today, all right, and then you see price action go the probabilities that we told you, you may want to join the trading group. For $99, it's an insurance policy that may just keep you from getting absolutely slapped and swatted, all right? STORJ has been on my radar. I'll be nice enough to talk about it for a second here. So I told you how to navigate the markets on big time frames. Told you how to use large assets in all different types. I don't know why we're listening to ethereal space music right now. Tell you, man. AI introversion. There you go. Wow, STORJ just boomed. STORJ pumped today. I had a drawn like this. Look, it could come up. Then it came up again, retested, and bounced. Funny, STORJ pumped last night. Still pumping, actually. STORJ went from 32 cents to 51 cents since September 25th. Basically went parabolic almost. You know what I mean? The daily suggests it's going to continue to the upside. So the daily's like, yo, I may be able to pump from here. And it technically broke out of the channel. Has a golden cross coming in the beginning of a parabola. Wow. 1 hour looks like it could be retesting. So if anything pumps today, STORJ looks like it if Bitcoin dumps, fine, anything good, but look, STORJ looking interesting. 4 hours just a little too high for me. So I can't trade that 1 hour when the 4 hours like that. Some people can, I can't. It's against my rules. We're too far. So I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this beautiful retest, the Sammy Cup and Handy. So I'm looking for the Sammy Cup and Handy for STORJ and the blast to the upside. I want to see it retest 48 cents. And then, oh my gosh, I'll put an alert here. The daily still has some legs here. STORJ looking interesting to me. A lot of buzz, a lot of people talking about it. Token metrics all over it. This thing could make some bacon on the beach for sure. STORJ looks interesting to me. All right, just wait for that 4 hour to come back down on the Stokes, reset, and get that retest. Looking for that retest. I may not get it. The key is I set up 30 of these, and the ones that look the best I take, right? So I set up 30 trades every day. I set up another 30 trades. People don't want to do the work. They feel like it's everyone wants to win, but they don't want to do the work. The work it's constant, man. So set alerts, looking for the retest on STORJ. All right. If you're not using alerts, you're going to get burned. There's no way you can watch the whole market. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here. Here's one of our students. Look at our student right here. Good morning, Master Friend. Just wanted to humbly show you my 15 wins in a row. I'm only trading the weekday. No weekends. I'm doing our early morning setup. Look at that. Made 7. Made 8, made 134, 350, 196, 230, 230, 119, 138, 88, 210. Dude, 15 wins in a row. stuck to the strategy, waited for the movement of liquidity, and I'm not going to give it away, but I got a good sense of what's happening. You know, you wait for liquidity, short or long, either way. Are these all longs? Close long, close long, close long, close short, close long, 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 close long. He took one short, though. Good for you, man. Unbelievable. And this is what people are doing in the trading group, man. Shout out to Master Friend. Jump on in today to the Leverage Mastery class every single Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time with the Grand Master Friend, man. Become a Leverage Master. Stop losing trades. 99 members gain access to the Leverage Master Discord section. You can trade the NQ, whatever you want, and hit the QR code right there. Hit the QR code to jump on in today or the link below the video to jump on into class. I'm telling you, look at that result. And you have a teacher and a friend that will be on you like no other, man. Amazing. Look, I can see the little window and your phone in the background. I love that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for getting that education, getting the love, and taking a look at BTC. All right. We didn't give you a massive long, right? We kind of assessed the situation and told you can't get above 27,571. Expect more downside. Pretty simple to me. And then we see there's liquidity to the downside, and it's heating up. It's getting so dark red down there. 111, 11111, 1,111. So only time will tell. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. If you want to trade where we trade, jump on into the trading group today. Jump into MEXC and hit the Facebook group too if you want to join the Facebook group. I'm in my man cave garage. That's so awesome. Shout out to JSoul84, man. Dude, you took 15 trades in a row, man. God bless you, JSoul. See, when you guys are our advertisement. When new people come in, learn the strategies, and become profitable, you become the advertisement. All right? You become what everyone wants. That's what everybody wants. Everyone wants to show wins like that. 15 straight. Come on, man. That's impressive. That's beautiful. And another one, right? That's because of the lifers. That's because of you joined the group, though. You took it upon yourself to go after it. Just like someone decides to go to school. You decided to go to school. You paid tuition. You realized that it was worth it to learn. I went live every single day. I've amassed a group of insane people that have found me online. We've got them all together. And we want you to do the best you can, man. We're pushing everybody here at the trading group. Everyone is being pushed by my motivation. Everyone is getting pushed by the motivation. If you want to grab merch and tell people how you feel, let us know. Go to streamlabs.com, crypto merch. Get a hoodie, get a shirt. Let people know how you feel. Get a mug on your desk. Get a patch and put it wherever you want. Get an embroidered packable jacket. Whatever you need. Get a hoodie, get a shirt. Crypto Lifer embroidered cap. The caps look great too. Get a sticker. All right. Bang. But shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Bitcoin dumping hard to the downside as we told you it was going to. We called it again for you, right? We didn't tell you to go long. I opened up a short right there. The short is actually in money now, in gains, right? 470 in gains. Wow, look how fast they just spiked the price up, though. Look at that. That was one of the fastest moves I've ever seen in my life. That was one of the fastest reversal candles I've ever seen in my life. Dude, false move Monday. Yikes. That's why I do not trade low liquidity Monday on a banking holiday. Look at that. This is just Chop City. Are they trying to make somewhat of an Adam and Eve? But that's nasty business right there. 418, though, continuing to dump. So, I'll tell you, man, I remain... Support and resistance is so beautiful. You have a key resistance, you keep hitting it, you lose it, you got to remain short. So simple. You know? It's like two guys are in an arm wrestling match, and one dude, like, seems like he's... I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's like he's already shown you that he doesn't have the power. You know? I don't know, that was a crazy... I don't know what that move was all about. Like, that was weird. You don't see moves like that. That was strange. It was a divergence out of nowhere. Just bling! So, I remain short. I'll give an update in about an hour and a half to Bitcoin, maybe even earlier, depending on how the market goes to the trading group. I don't see any crazy alts that I'm getting into, but I see some things that I'm starting to look for. All right. Everybody, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Master Friend, everyone in the live, thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Bitcoin attempting to double bottom. It looks fugly. I said fugly. I didn't swear, though. But it doesn't look good in the 15. 15-minute wants to dump on you. Wait for the 15-minute to reset. If you can stay above this low and the 15-minute resets, you get yourself a chance for a double bottom here back to the upside. All right. You know, I don't know how I do it every single day. Some days I wake up, I'm like, I'm just a man. I don't know how I do it every day, everyone. But you know what? I do it with you guys. You know, my elites hold me down. People that teach class, Master Friend, you hold me down. Everyone that shares the vision and cares about everyone in the trading group, you guys all hold me down. So I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I love you all, and I thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you for jumping on in today. And with that being said, we're going to jump on out of here. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. God bless you all. And I thank you so much for your viewership, so much for your love. And look, Bitcoin bouncing back to 470 now. Bit of a crazy day. It's a Monday, baby. It's moving just like a Monday should. Most predictable thing about Monday is that it's unpredictable. So, shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Gratitude is the attitude. 15-minute looks like it wants to dump on our face. Let's see what happens.